fins, let me see you just. If you want a water, let me see you just. If you had the hard ride, let me see you just. Get some space, get some space, get some space, kinda. Waddle with it, 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 waddle with it. Waddle with it, 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 waddle with it. That's first down. Yeah, yeah. That's touchdown. Yeah, yeah. You want more? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Dolphins, won't you throw it up? Won't you throw it up? You in that east side, gon' throw it up. Gon' throw it up. What about that west side? Gon' throw it up. Gon' throw it up. Over in that yellow line, gon' throw it up. Won't you throw it up? If you down with the fans, let me see you jump. If you want a water, let me see you jump. If you had the hard ride, let me see you jump. Do that water. Shake it, shake it. If you down with the fans, let me see you jump. If you want a water, let me see you jump. If you had the hard ride, let me see you jump. Do that water. Shake it, shake it. Waddle with it, 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 waddle with it. Waddle with it, 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 waddle with it. That's first down. Yeah, yeah. That's touchdown. Yeah, yeah. You want more? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on the Tailgreeter Pregame Show. I am your host, Stephen D, and I am super excited to be hanging out with y'all today. Welcome to the best, best show in the world, the Tailgreeter Pregame Show. I am your host, Stephen D, and this is it, everybody. This is it. This is the last game of the year, the last one. This is it. There is no more after this. It's over. It's all over. This is the Tailgreeter Pregame Show. I'm really excited that y'all are here and that y'all are hanging out. And we're going to have a great show. I want you guys to join the conversation on Twitter. Use the hashtag DolphFanChat. My internet connection for some reason seems to be a little hazy right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe because it's in the evening and I don't know, but I'm super excited that y'all are here with me. We're going to have a great show lined up for y'all. I hope it's a good one. I'm going to try to have a couple of y'all come up here. I really don't have anybody lined up for this last show. This show is going to be a y'all show. It's going to be the fans show. This is a show that you all are going to have for this, and I'm excited that y'all are here. So let's have a good show. Let's hang out. Let's try to get this internet connection a little bit better. But I'm going to go ahead and put in the chat the link for y'all to come on. And we'll get y'all to come up here. All right. So let me go ahead. If we get kicked off for any reason, just stay right here. We'll be right back as I try to get everything up and set up. All right. So here we go. Here's the link to everything. If y'all come on, y'all do a little talking about the pregame show. We're going to have a panel like we do on the morning shows for this pregame show. I might step out, try to hit the reset the internet connection and come back, but we're going to get this thing going. It's going to be a good show. I don't care what anybody says. All right, let's see. Y'all come on. I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what your pregame thoughts are. What your, who do y'all think is going to win the game today? Score predictions. Do you think Jalen Waddle gets that awesome record of the rookie receptions record? I definitely want to hear from you and what you think about that. It should be good there. So I want to hear from you. The link is in the chat. Come on up. I want to hear from you. Let me say hello to people that are in the chat this morning or today. I got Big Drip ENT in here. I got Alan M, who's in the back room. I'm going to bring Alan on here in a minute. Ryan AP, Dwayne Wade. I don't know if that's the real Dwayne Wade, but I do like it nonetheless. Trucker Sean 1981 is in the building. Antonio B, Frank Mendez, Roadrunner. Love my man Roadrunner. Nicho Salez is in here. MCJB, why are you not at the tailgate, Steven? Dude, I had just gotten over COVID after being out of commission for like 2.5 weeks, and I still have a pinched nerve in my back, and just wasn't able to make this trip, man. That's honestly what it is. Otherwise, I would be there. I'd be there hanging out with y'all. I would definitely be doing that. I'm going to play the song for you again. That was the new video that was just released in the last 24 hours by the Honorable Solo D. Waddle with it. Hope we see a lot of waddling today. Okay, hope we see a lot of waddling today. It should be a great one. I got Fanatical in the building. Waddle getting that record today. I hope he does. All right, I put the link in the chat. I want to see y'all come up here. We'll have a little bit of a panel. But in the meantime, I'm hoping Alan's stuff is working. I'm going to wait till I see him on the screen again, and then I'll bring him back. Steven's internet is good, bro. See, I told you, if y'all just wait with me, we'll be fine. We'll get it good, Trucker Sean. We'll get it good. I'm not worried about it. All right, well, while we're waiting, I love to do Twitter pregame because I just think Twitter, I love Twitter. For everybody who doesn't know, I'm on Twitter all the time. Let me go ahead and hit the share button. Share screen, Twitter. There we go. We got Miami Dolphins game day, New England, Miami. All right, let's see if we can get Alan back on up in here. Alan, what's up, man? How are you?
Steven, what's going on, my man?
What's going on? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Enjoying this North Florida. Go ahead, sir.
Where are you calling from?
Lake City, Florida. North Florida.
Now you're from up north, right? I was about to say you're from up north. I hear the accent.
Yeah, I never liked the Patriots, Steven. All my children were born here except one. I was up there during the Tuck rule, and it's I'm not gonna cuss. It was junk. Yeah, big Dolphin fan.
I love it, man. I love it. So before we get into today, man, just tell me how you think this season went for you. Disappointment, anguish, angst, whatever. I just want to hear your thoughts about this year.
Well, just like every year, Steven, I hope for the best, expect the worst, but it was so exciting when we ripped off those 7 wins that when they lost last week, I had to hop on my four-wheeler and go to the woods. I always expected, but I think we're a beast of a running back away and maybe another playmaker for Waddle from, really turning this thing into something else. So,
look, I really hope that that's the case. I think a lot of things need to happen this year. What was your biggest disappointment this year? Was it a game? Was it a player? Was it Tua? Was it the coaching? What do you think was your biggest disappointment this year?
I wanted Tua to do so much better. I've been following him since Miami. Maybe I got a little, when you watch Marino growing up, that's what you want. But honestly, there's so much stuff, the different games that we should have won by every year. It seems we almost get, we would have been in better shape if we won against, say, Jacksonville, even though they're crushing the Colts right now.
They are. Well, it's funny. It's funny that you say that. So the last week of the year, you always see, I don't want to call them upsets, but I mean, it is we'll call it what it is. We'll call them upsets, right? You always see teams that shouldn't win. Like last year, I think we needed we didn't do our job last couple of years, but even if we did, I think there were some opportunities where we could have got in had we won because the other teams worked out winning that they were supposed to win. And it's just, it is always funny like that.
Well, let me ask you a question, Steven. I'm not the interviewer, but so what I do is I always go for anyone again. If New England's playing in the playoffs, I want anyone to crush them. But I'm like in Cincinnati and Tennessee because I like Tannehill and Derrick Henry.
Honestly, I know I sound like a hater saying this, but I really mean this, man. I don't want Tannehill to win. Not for any other reason than I just know that the rest of the fan base will tear into everything we do.
I know.
And I don't want that,
I heard you talk about Twitter the other day. My 24-year-old son got me into it. I do a lot of different things for the community myself, and I work for myself. But with that being said, Dolphin Twitter would just blow that up.
Oh my God, it would be so bad.
Here's it. I just thought of something walking around here in the country. Devontae Parker is too inconsistent for me.
Yep.
He gets hurt,
but he's been like that. He's been like that for how long? He's been like that, his entire career here.
Right. And okay, I know my football. What about Lamar Jackson? We could have had him, Steven. What do you think about that if we had Lamar Jackson on our team right now?
You know, it's funny. So we always go back and we say we could have had this person, we
I
could have had that
know.
person, right?
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
Okay.
Somebody posted up this thing on Twitter, and I wish I had it because I would show it to you. But
Right.
it was Adam Gase's numbers through the first 20 games, Dave Wanstead's numbers for the first 20 games, or not Dave. Yeah, was it Dave Wanstead and then Flores?
Right.
And Dave Wanstead had better numbers than Gase and
Ugh,
Flores
yeah.
through the first 20 games, right?
Yeah.
And I always say this. I say a couple things. I say, even if we got players that are good somewhere else coming here, who knows if they would have been successful here?
I know.
And
So
I
what do you think?
say,
Hey, are we gonna sign Antonio Brown?
I mean, look, I don't know about that. I think a lot more needs to happen. I would say this is not the place for him.
No, I know.
Um,
Hey, but that was sarcasm. Being serious, I've always liked Deshaun Watson. I listen to everything that's going on with them. I'd love the kid on our team. Are you kidding me?
if he can get all these legal troubles out the
Right.
way,
Right. I mean, I have granddaughters.
everybody says this could be a done. Like, this is a done deal if he gets this out the way.
I thought he was coming this year with all the stuff, and I listen to TD too. I thought he was coming, but all right. Let me ask you one more question. Ricky Williams, my favorite Dolphins running back. What about yourself?
My favorite Dolphins running back? I mean, it's a tie. It's a tie between Ricky and Larry Zonka. And I wasn't alive for Larry Zonka, but I know Larry Zonka's personality now.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine how it was back then.
Right. Well, I was 3 in 72, so.
I was not born yet.
Yeah. I have 3 grown sons. And I have granddaughters, Steven. I have 3 granddaughters. I'm a grandpa.
You're just an old man, Alan. Alan, man, give me your score predictions for today before I let you go and what you think's going to happen. And do you think Jalen Waddle's going to get that record today?
I think Jalen Waddle's going to get the record. I hope he goes for over 100. I heard they're going to sit Whack Jones down. So even if Tua can stay consistent, not throw and turn the ball over, I'm saying 28-10 Miami.
Yeah. Hey, man, I hope that's the case. Alan, man, I know you've been supporting the channel for a very long time. Thank you so much for all your loyalty, man, and keep on watching, man. We got a lot of big stuff coming.
I appreciate it, Steven. It was a pleasure. I was a little
brother.
nervous getting on, but I hope I did okay.
You did good, Alan. You did good.
All right.
You got to come on the morning show sometimes on the panel. I know it gets a little crazy up there.
I get up early. I know all those guys, Chef Jew, Pete, all those guys.
Love it, man. Love it. You're the man, brother. I'll talk to you.
Bye, Bubba.
All right. I love it, man. Fans are the best in the world. This is why Miami Sports Music Podcast Network is a network made by the fans for the fans. We're here on the #1 pregame show, the Tailgreeter pregame show. Hey, look, real quick, if y'all don't know about Tailgreeter, I don't know what y'all are doing. Okay, so let me tell you all a little bit about my friends at Tailgreeter. Tailgreeter is an amazing app and website. Go download the app today on your current Apple, if you have a crapple, or Android device. Team Android all day, baby. Go to Tailgreeter, download the app on your app store, and then what you're going to do is you're going to type in East 32 Dolphins tailgate in the game you want. Look, I know that this is the last game, but if you wanted to do this for future games next year, this is how you go about doing it. And by the way, there's a million other things that Tailgreeter does. Tailgreeter isn't just Miami Dolphins. They have everything, no matter where you're at, what part of country you're at. If you want to go to a cool tailgate, NASCAR, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, everything, go to Tailgreeter, search in the tailgate or the game that you want to go to, and then you're going to select how many tickets you want to purchase and purchase them. And then voila, you're there. You show up, you scan your ticket, you'd party with these 32 today if you could, or whatever tailgate you're going to across the country. Just make sure you go download them today because they're pretty awesome. They're a pretty bunch of great guys, and I love what they do there. So shout out to Tailgreeter. They've been an amazing sponsor for us all year. Love Nick. Nick is amazing. Big shout out to Nick. All right, let me give you a score update on what we got going on right now in the NFL. We'll talk a little bit about yesterday. I also have the link up. I'd love to be able to talk to you, get your thoughts of the day. If you guys have a question, donate to the channel, help the channel grow, ask a question. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Kickoff is at 4:25, so we got a good hour. We got a good hour together before this game gets going. Let me get going into the score shares because we have a lot of score shares to go to. All right. Yesterday, there were two games on Saturday. The Kansas City Chiefs faced the Denver Broncos in Denver, and let me tell you, it was a close one. Kansas City scored 28 points. Honestly, it was a fumble away from being a totally different game. Denver was in the red zone late in the fourth quarter, fumbled the ball, and ended up being returned for 6 points, and it just changed the momentum of the game. But Kansas City ended up pulling it out. And then you see the Cowboys and Eagles there yesterday. Cowboys putting up 51 points. Is this the Cowboys' year? I don't know. But they have put up a lot of points this year, and very impressively, I might add. I think it'll be very, very interesting to see. My wife in the chat box, look, she says, my daughter says, I love you, Daddy. I love you too, Savannah. I see you looking, honey. Family is the best, just so everybody knows. Yeah, so look, the Cowboys yesterday putting up 51 points. It was the Eagles. Eagles were actually playing their starters, or were playing their secondary people. The Cowboys were playing their starters. So look, it is what it is. But it's interesting to see. Right now, let's go to the scores that are going on in the NFL right now. Currently, the Washington Admirals or the Washington Commanders or the Washington Red Tails, whatever they're going to be, we'll find out here in February. 2/2/22, they're going to release their new nickname, whether it's going to be the Commanders. It sounds like it's going to be the Commanders or the Admirals. But they're facing the New York Giants today in New York, and they're up 22-7 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Cleveland Browns today with no Baker Mayfield is up 14-10 in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes left. The Baltimore Ravens still fighting for a chance to get into the playoffs. They are up 10-6 over the Pittsburgh Steelers with about 9 minutes left going into the fourth quarter. That game is where I'm at here in the Baltimore area. I live up here in the Maryland area. So that is a game to keep a close eye on. Detroit leading the Packers 27-22. I got to be honest with you. One of the teams that will be fun to watch next year, I truly think, will be Detroit. And I think it's because of Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a guy who I think has put this team on the up and up. They look really good. There's a lot to look forward to if you look there. So it'll be very interesting to see what Dan Campbell's does there with about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The big upset of the day is the Jacksonville Jaguars up 23-3 on the Indianapolis Colts. Now, Indy is in with a win. They are win and they're in. And they just can't seem to close it out. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. But Jacksonville's up 23-3, and that game's pretty much 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's a very interesting game. The Minnesota Vikings are at home to the Chicago Bears, 24-17 with about 6 minutes left and 40 seconds. And then the Tennessee Titans, who we lost to last week, unfortunately, they are up 21-18. Ryan Tannehill throwing 3 touchdowns in the first half, but has not done much of anything yet. Currently, it's 3rd and 5 at the Tennessee 30, and they have about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Looking at the 4 o'clock games today, everything starts at 4:25. No 4 o'clock games, so you'll see these games end. There'll be a little bit of a break, and then they'll get right into the 4:25 games. Just to kind of take a look around the league for these 4:25 games, the Saints and the Falcons play at 4:25. Saints still have an outside shot to get in, I think. The Cardinals and the Seahawks at 4:25. That game will be very important for the Cardinals, especially if Detroit holds on to the Packers there, because I still think Arizona could get in. Looking at the standings, let me look at the standings real quick. It depends on what the Rams do. It depends on what the Rams do, I must say. But Cowboys can get in as the number 1 seed there, so it'll be interesting to see. Bills and the Jets play. That game's pretty much meaningless, obviously, for the Jets. I don't know how much time the Bills starters will play. It'll be very interesting to see there. Then you have the Buccaneers and the Panthers. and then the Patriots and Dolphins, which we'll get into here in a minute. And then at 4:25, the 49ers and the Rams. And then the Sunday night game on NBC will be the Chargers and the Raiders, the Vegas Raiders. So it'll be very interesting there as we keep a close eye on the scoreboard here in the last week of the NFL season, week 18 of 18. So this is the Tailgreeter pregame show. I'm your host, Stephen D. If you guys have a question, put it in the chat. If you guys want to get on and talk, the link is also in the chat, and I'll put it up again for you guys to come on. I want to hear from you. What do you think you want to see today? Do you have any expectations for today? Is there anything that you want to see today that will make you say, you know what? I really want to see this from, Tua, or I want to see this from the Dolphins. I just want to see what's going to happen. So it'll be very interesting to kind of see what the expectations are. I'll say this, going into the last game of the year, I just want to win. And I feel like if you can hang your hat on that, having a winning season, I think there's something to be said of that. Look, this year's been disappointing. There's no other way around it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. But to get a win, as I spill some water here, but to get a win is definitely the way you would want it to go down. So it'll be very, very, very interesting here. I missed my mouth. You wouldn't think I had a mouth, but I missed it. That's okay. Trucker Sean says, Steven, are we going to do another Baltimore beatdown next year? Already in the works. I will be hosting a big tailgate here in Baltimore next year. The Dolphins play here in Baltimore next year, so I will be doing, hopefully it won't be another beatdown. It'll be a Miami victory this time, but I will be here. So I will be hosting a big tailgate. I already have started the small beginnings of that, so that'll be a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that. Let me bring on another fan of the channel, somebody who watches all the time. Love this man, Shake Money. What's up, Shake Money?
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing, brother? How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, loud and clear, man. Welcome to the
I got my
pregame
Bluetooth on. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not much, man. Anything you want to talk about today? What do you want to talk about? The floor is yours, my friend.
Everybody's talking about Jim Harbaugh coming to Miami.
Yep.
And I think there's one possibility that people are overlooking, and I think Jacksonville might be a good destination for him. Number one, let me tell you two reasons. Number one, because you have Trevor Lawrence there.
Yep.
And number two, he could really stick it to Urban Meyer, who he beat him all the time. He goes, hey, you beat me in college, but guess what? I'm outdoing you in the NFL. A team that you couldn't, you know what I mean? So I think that's a possibility. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so this is what I want to say. I don't know if Jacksonville's the place he ends up, because I think Shad Khan, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, has already done the college football coach guy thing, and I don't know if he wants to take that route again.
Mm-hmm.
There's some interesting names that are out there. Jim Caldwell is a name that I've heard linked to that Jacksonville job. Another name, it could be reported as early as later on tonight or tomorrow, that Anthony Lynn is going to get fired as the offensive coordinator. I believe he's in Detroit. I could be wrong about that. I forget exactly where he is. But
he's in Detroit.
But there's a link that he's going to get fired. He will show up somewhere, whether it's a head coaching candidate or offensive coordinator somewhere. And look, that's a name too that could be linked to Miami OC, right? If they wanted to replace an OC. So, as far as Jim Harbaugh is concerned, I think Harbaugh will listen to whatever's out there. I think he will, but he's got a really sweet setup in Michigan, right? Like he doesn't have to leave Michigan. He's got a sweet setup there. So, but I think he wants to coach in the NFL. I just think it needs to be the right place. And so a place that I could see him ending up in is Vegas. I could totally see him ending up in Vegas because that could be a nice little setup there. Who knows what Vegas is going to do? You got to think Vegas is going to has a vacancy. Jacksonville's going to have a vacancy. There's a rumor that the coach in Houston's a one and done, that they could have a vacancy. That's 3 places right there. And where do you go? Now, there's a plenty of great head coaching candidates that I think are a good fit in all 3 of those teams. I would love to see Eric Bemley. I can't say his last name. The enemy. Become a head coach somewhere. Nobody deserves it more than that man. But that's just my thought. That's just my thought. But I don't think but to answer your question about Jim, I think it'll be it's got to be a really good fit. It's not going to be Jacksonville. Jacksonville's already done the college coach thing. Trucker Sean said,
but he's also a proven head coach though. He's also been an NFL coach. He's just not a college coach with Urban Meyer.
That's true. That's true. You bring up a great point there. I just think Shad Khan wants somebody who's going to come in here and be able to, whip these young whippersnappers into shape and do it. And I don't know if Harbaugh's the guy or not. Maybe he is. I don't think he ends up in Jacksonville, is what I'll say.
I think the person they do hire, it's going to be built around who could develop their first number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence.
I do, 100%. You got to think he's part of the future there in Jacksonville. And look, they look good today. They look good today against a strong Indy team. That Indy team's not, garbage. Somebody just said it looks like Tennessee put up another touchdown. Tannehill with 4 touchdown passes today. So Tannehill over the last 2 games against us in Houston's putting up touchdowns when the 7 games before, I think he had a total of 5 touchdown passes in the 5 or 6 games before with 7 interceptions. So it'll be, look, hey, Tannehill's stepping up when he needs to step up. Nothing more to be said than that, right? So it'll be interesting. Let me ask you, man, what are your thoughts about what do you want to see today? What do you want to see today from the Dolphins? Just any predictions you might have for today. Not the score quite yet. Just what do you want to see?
Yeah, I just want to see a competitive game. As you can see, with the Jacksonville Jaguars stomping on the Colts, division games are not easy to win. You know what I mean? It's So I think, but what's an interesting stat that nobody thinks about? Since Brian Flores took over the Dolphins, Brian Flores is 3-0 in New England, and Belichick is 2-0 in Miami.
Yep.
It's like they flip-flopped.
They do, and here's what I'll say. I think Flores has the number. I think Dolphins win today, and I'll get to my prediction a little bit later. But Big Drip asked me, Steven, predict Tua's stat lines for the day. Look, if the Dolphins are going to win, this is what the Dolphins need to do to win. Tua needs to have over 200-plus yards and at least 1 passing touchdown with a rushing touchdown or 2 passing touchdowns. And as long as those things happen and the defense holds up, the defense has to hold up, right? But I think if Tua has those numbers, I think the defense will, because they won't be on the field as much, right? I think that'll be it. I really think that'll be the case. Wayne Collard out in across the pond over there in England. What's up, Wayne? I love you, brother. What's going on? How you doing, man? Enjoy Flo's last game. This is not Flo's last game. So much funny. All right, Shake, I got some other people in the back room, man. Give me your score prediction.
I say, I don't know, Miami 21-17. Hey, but let me ask, before I leave, I'm gonna tell you this. It'd be a scary scenario if they do fire Brian Flores. I could see him becoming the defensive coordinator for the Jets, going back home to New York.
Yeah.
And I can see be a scary defense. But all right, man.
Be good, man. Be good, Shake Money. All right, let me bring on my man, East 32 Dolphins tailgate. What's going on, fellas? Let me bring you into the big screen here. Oh, are you? That's Cameron live from East 32 Dolphins tailgate. I was hoping he was going to talk a little bit and give me a score prediction, but I guess he's not. But hey, that's a live look-in over at East 32 Dolphins tailgate with my man DJ Breezy in there too. So look, it looks like they're having a good time out there. I wish I was out there hanging out with them. All right, let me bring on another wonderful, amazing person who drops in on the morning show all the time as a fan, and he's been a big supporter of Miami Sports Music's podcast network and Clap Blackers, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show. The Tailgreeter pregame show brings in Alexander Diaz. What's up, Alexander? How you doing, man? Unmute your mic, Alex. Unmute your mic.
Shoot, my bad.
What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man? I'm just reporting live from the stadium. And
you're at the stadium. Hello.
Yeah, I sent you a message and Twitter about what you asked me earlier.
Okay, yes. You were the Publix, you won the Publix tailgate.
Yes.
How was that, man? Tell me all about it.
It was all right. It could have been a little bit better, but
it was great. It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was great.
It wasn't as cool as East 32, but it was cool.
What did you say, Stephen?
It wasn't as cool as East 32, but it was
cool. It was
right?
not as cool as East 32. I wish I would have gone there.
I like it. All right, man. So tell me, man. Tell me about the pregame today. How was it? What who showed up? What'd you have?
Just me, my fiance, and two friends of mine that came over. They had some brats. They had some potato salad, some cookies, and salad, some soda, some beer. And that was pretty much all. Yep, that was it.
Now, where are you right now? Are you in the stadium?
No, I'm just outside the stadium. I'm in the Publix portal, which is actually right across from the main entrance. Where the billboard.
Got it. And there's Publix got like a whole setup there or something?
Yeah, they got ping pong tables.
Let me see it. Turn around. Show us, bro. Let me put you on the thing. Hold on.
I'm going to go outside. Give me a second. Steven. I'm going outside right now. So.
There we go.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn the camera around.
Oh, this is a nice little setup.
They got all this. They got the cornhole. They got the ping pong table. They got the little checkers here.
I like it.
And then this whole section's ours. So you got the little portable, AC portable. We could actually go upstairs if we wanted to, but with the rain that was going on, it wasn't.
So was it raining there?
Cooperated.
The rain was pretty heavy there.
Yeah, it wasn't cooperating at the beginning, but it started to get better close to the game time. So,
all right, man. Well, look, tell me what you got. Where you sitting for today's game? What do you want to see? Don't give me a prediction yet. Just what do you want to see from today? What will make you happy?
I want to see Tua have a great game. I want to see the defense continue to play well. I'm just afraid of it being a letdown after last week. That's my biggest fear.
That the Dolphins aren't going to show up.
Yes. I think Tua shows up. I think Duke Johnson has 100 yards rushing today. I think we'll be all right.
Dude, I think if you look at today's game and you look at this year, I think we're going to be fine. I really do.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, this is what I'll say. I think that the Dolphins want to sweep Belichick. They want to sweep the Patriots the first time in 20 plus years. I don't think we can underestimate how big that is. And I'll tell you, not only does Waddle want to break the record, I think he wants to demolish it. And so I think it's going to be a big day. I really do.
Because Tua will be 3-0 against Belichick if he beats him. And
something to be said there. Something to be said.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the people who don't believe it Tua still are going to sit there and just still laugh at that record, and they're not even going to care. They're going to. I've been hearing it all week, Steve, about this.
You're going to hear it for the next 6 months.
Yeah, no, it's really.
And it was funny. I was telling my wife yesterday. I was just like, I'm so sick of the Dolphins. Like, it sucks. Like she wanted to watch the football games yesterday, and I'm like, I'm not really motivated to watch any other football right now. Like I'll watch. I like football. I love football. But like knowing that like I'm sick of the Dolphins not making it. And that's the fan in me, right? Like that's the fan that I'm just like every year we get into the same situation and they're just not there at the end of it. And I'll tell you, one of the best things I've ever gotten a chance to do was me and Solo D and the hype man Ali and Baron, the camera guy, for a lot of the Dolphins or Miami Sports Music YouTube stuff. We all got into a rent-a-car, big SUV, and we all drove from Baltimore to Pittsburgh for that playoff game. And before that playoff game, let's forget what the outcome was, but the ride there and the week leading up to it, the Dolphins were in the playoffs, man, and it's something about that feeling. There's something about that feeling that you're just like, woo, like we can do it. You're in, and you just feel like you have a chance, right? And
exactly.
That's important.
You see, it's funny you mentioned that whole week too, from the last game of the season, the week 17 with the Patriot game, leading up to that playoff game. I was so hyped myself. I was even telling my fiance, I was like, we're finally in the playoffs. We actually have a shot to move on and beat Pittsburgh. Yeah. I think we would have beat Pittsburgh, but if Tannehill was healthy, I think we would have
won that game. I think we would have had a legit shot to win that game. Heck, even if Matt Moore was there, I think he got hurt very early, and good old Tyler Thigpen was there.
Moore didn't miss. He only missed one play.
Who
came back in? Moore only missed one play.
I thought Thigpen played most of that game. I guess not.
No. But Dupree knocked him out. But Moore came in on the very next after the
good old Tyler Thigpen, Alexander. Good old Tyler Thigpen. Coastal Carolina's finest.
Oh my God.
I know, right? All right, man. So give me your predictions for today.
I think 27-14 Miami.
Okay.
Two of those for 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Yep.
I think Duke runs for over 100. The defense gets a couple sacks on Whack Jones, actually, I should say.
Whack Jones.
And I think we win and go in the offseason with our head up high.
I agree. I think if Tua can have a big game, it would be pretty amazing. So we'll definitely have to see. All right, bro.
Hello.
Hi.
That's Lisa, my fiance.
Oh, she's the lucky one. I got you.
Yeah.
All right, Alexander. I love you, brother. Appreciate it.
All right,
man.
same here, Steve. You stay safe, my friend, and God bless your family, bro, and yourself as well. You have a good one, all right?
I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later, Alexander.
Thanks, dude. Later.
All right, this is the Tailgreeter pregame show. I'm your host, Stephen D. We're about 30 minutes away from kickoff here, so that means we got about 30 minutes left here on the pregame show. I'm putting the link for you guys to come on, say hello, talk to me. I want to hear from you. Chef Zhu, I want to hear from you, Chef. I want to hear from you, Chef. Get on here. Want to say hello to Von954. Von, get on here. All right, I got Drubatron. What's up, Drubatron?
Hey, how's it going, Steve? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you? Long time no talk, man. How you been?
Good. How you feeling? You getting back to normal?
I am. I'm about 90% back to normal.
Love to hear it.
I have a pinched nerve in my back, but aside from that, I'm doing okay.
That sucks.
Well, that's why I'm here and not at the stadium, and I see Chef Zhu sitting in the back. So let me bring on Chef Zhu real quick, Drubatron.
Yeah,
I don't want to. Let me bring on Chef Zhu, and I'll bring you right back, Drub.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Chef Zhu.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Good, man. I'm out here at the stadium representing for the channel, representing my team. Still on the team no matter what.
So let's see you, man. Give us a stand up. Give us a 360 of what the stadium looks like. Ooh, you got good seats today, Chef. You got good seats today.
This is my seats every year. I never moved from this section. This is the best seats to me.
I
Besides
love it.
sitting around on the 50. No, I miss you all. Stephen, I'm glad that you made it back home safe. I've been hitting you up. I understand, man. I understand. So, but I look forward to a good game today. I look forward to at least the Patriots. That will make the season sweeter. It just felt good, to beat the Jets. The week tonight just felt good. I'm looking forward to the next year. I just know it's a lot of things that got to happen. It's a lot of contracts that got to get talking about. I do want to see Jasicki and Harbaugh come back. I don't know what the situation is going to do with Harry Wilson and Howard. But that's just hopefully
All right, Chef Shoe. Be good, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, I'll get y'all up tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good, Chef. Appreciate it. I'd bring on Chef a little bit more, but I couldn't understand half of what he was saying there. But it did look like he was having a good time, man. It also looked like there was a lot of Patriots fans there. So it'll be interesting to see what the home crowd feels like or looks like today. Already got some really cool videos up off Twitter here. Let me just post a little some for you, and I'll bring Drubatron back in here. I love the videos from Twitter when they start doing this for the pregame show too. It's good stuff. It is really good stuff. There's Jacoby and Tua. Last time we probably see Jacoby Brissett. The throwbacks are today, so I love the throwback unis. They look so good. They are the best unis in all of football, I think, by the way. I really do. And along with the throwback logo. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Parker, Isaiah Ford, Albert Wilson, Matt Collins right there. We'll see who has a big day from those guys today. It'll be very interesting to see. Drubatron, I'm still going to bring you on. Give me 1 second because I know my girl's about to go do her live stream, and I want to bring her on and say hello real quick. What up, Pamela?
Hello. Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm hoping we're going to get this win and go out in style.
We're going to get this win. We're going to go out in style, Pamela. How you been?
I'm doing all right. I've been pretty busy, but I'm doing good.
It's a bittersweet day, right? It's the last game of the year, but you're excited, but you're sad. We missed the playoffs, which is sad, but we have a chance to sweep Bill Belichick. Like there's a lot of emotions today.
There is, and I feel like I'm feeling all those that you were just talking about. And you're right. I am fixing to start my stream here soon, but I wanted to jump on and say hi, and hopefully Chef checks in with me. He usually does when he's at the stadium. He'll check in. And anyways, Vaughn, I was hoping Vaughn checks in. Solo D checks in sometimes. So hopefully, we'll have a good stream today. I gotta deal with Dofu because it's not on locally, so that kind of stinks. But we'll see.
We'll definitely see what happens. All right, so tell me, because there's been some scoring changes across the league. Matter of fact, let me do that real quick. Detroit is up 37-30 with 48 seconds left, so it looks like Detroit's going to beat Green Bay. Baltimore and Pittsburgh with 1 minute left are all tied up at 13 apiece. So that's a very interesting game. Tennessee, Houston, 25 points. That game is still in hand for Tennessee to lose. That's very interesting. I'm interested to see how that game turns out. And Cleveland up 21-16 on Cincy. And if Tennessee loses and Cincy wins, I still think that has a chance for them having the number 1 seed maybe. I'm not sure. I have to go look all that up. But needless to say, if Tennessee loses, the number 1 seed is wide open. So see, it'll be very interesting to see. And we can play spoilers to the Patriots, which are always a good time.
And our man, yes. And we like doing that. We have a way of doing that.
Shake Money says Pam has my vote for MVP for Clock Lockers, the number 1 morning show. I love it. Thank you for the donation, Shake. Appreciate
Shake Money, hey.
Where can people find your channel? They want to know.
Okay, so I'm on Facebook, and we have a fan group known as Forever Dolphin Fans, and I stream from that group. I try to keep it inside that group because, they always want to come in there and shut you down. So
They do 100%. Forever Dolphin Fans Facebook group on
yes,
Facebook. Okay,
yes,
so make sure you guys go check that out. And Pamela will try to add you if you go up there before you come on into her stream today. All right, Pamela, well, give me your
yes,
score prediction because
yeah.
I want to bring in Jumbotron and everything. I want to know what your thoughts are today's game.
Okay, 28-10 Dolphins.
28-10 Dolphins. Does Waddle get the record today?
Yes, he does. Absolutely.
And what does Tua do today?
Tua has a nice game. Calm, easy, beautiful game.
I from your mouth to God's ears.
227 yards.
That's what I said. I said 200 plus yards, 2 touchdowns, whether it's a passing and a rushing or 2 passing. I think that gets us right to where we need to be because that doesn't leave the defense on the field for the entire game. So by the time the fourth quarter comes, they're exhausted. I think
exactly
if Tua has that, we'll be fine. I really do.
Right.
I really do. So
exactly.
All right, Pamela, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on. Forever Dolphins fans.
Yes.
Facebook group on YouTube.
Facebook
Make sure
group.
You go.
Yep. Request and I'll let you in.
Chef
Thanks,
Shu, right
everybody.
There. See y'all later.
He'll be there. There you go. Thanks, Chef. Thanks, Stephen. Love you back. Have a great show. Go Dolphins.
Go Dolphins. Peace. All right, let me bring my man Drubatron back in. Drubatron, I'm sorry about that, man.
Hey, it's all right.
You there, Drub? Drub, did you knock off? Did you drop off, Drub? I think.
No, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
All right, yeah. I just pulled up to my house, so it connected me to the Wi-Fi. I think that's why I dropped.
That's all good, man. So, all right, where were we? We were talking about today's game. What are your thoughts about today's game?
It's going to be a bittersweet game. I mean, all the reasons mentioned already. Honestly, I'm just looking for the team to come out and get a win today. I think for the fan base needs a win today.
I think we do too.
We need the win today to be able to sweep the Pats and to really just kind of put to go out the season with a winning record. I think is going to at least give us something to carry through into the off season. I hope Tua has a good day. Well in Miami, so he's got that going for him. We've done well against Bill Belichick. I'm hoping that whole absolutely shut down Wack Jones today. I think we're going to expose him for what they're going to have to run the ball on.
You're breaking up a little bit, Drub, just so you know. Drubatron, you're breaking up, man. I'm gonna have to drop you, Drub. See if you can come back on when you get in the house, and I'll try to bring you back on for your score prediction. All right, let me bring in my man Flo Russ. What's up, Flo Russ?
Hey, Stephen, do you hear me?
I can hear you fine, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I changed my name. That was a temporary name change. This Crypto. I put Flo Russ.
What's up, Crypto?
I wanted to break Big O's heart and tell him that it's going to be Flo R Us. That's what it means.
Flo R Us.
Right.
I thought it was Flo Russ. Flo
right.
Russ.
No,
but I like Flo R Us. That looks good.
Flo R Us.
We got Crypto on the line, man. What's up, baby? How you doing?
It's all right. It's good because I just want to see the Big O cry. I wanted to aggravate him, to let him know that Flores not being fired because he's going to win today.
I don't think he's going to be fired either. I think some of the fan base does want to see him go. Look, I don't think has he done enough to make me smile? No, but he hasn't done enough for me to be like, it's time for you to go. I think people need to realize what we did. We stripped down this team to its bare bones.
Yeah.
Rebuilt it. And our offense hasn't lived up to expectations, but the defense has. So that doesn't mean we automatically get rid of everything and say, let's do it all over again.
Right. He gets his full fourth year, I mean.
I think he does too. Now, if we start out like we did this year again, I would be very highly upset about that. I would not be very happy about that. But we'll have to see. Flo R Us, are you still there? Are you there, Crypto?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, you broke off for a second.
You hear me?
Yep, I can.
Oh yeah.
Before I lose you again, give me what are your expectations for today?
I expect them to go out and win. It'll probably be a closer game. I picked 20-13.
Okay.
That's more reasonable because these two teams are similar. They built the same way, and I don't think Mac Jones would win by just throwing 3 passes. He's gonna have to throw more than 3 if he wants to win.
I think so too. I definitely think he's gonna have to throw more than 3 passes. But I say, look, I think
this is a statement game for Flores.
Do you? Oh man, I keep on losing you. Crypto.
You got me.
Yeah, I got you, man. I agree too,
Steven.
Yeah, I think it will be too. I think that Flores needs to show people, hey man, I got a little something here for people to get off his back just a little bit,
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right,
That's
Crypto,
true.
man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Okay.
You're the man, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, man. All right, let me bring in Drub real quick. Drub, you back?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, man. Get quick. Give me your score predictions for today.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one, I think. I think it's going to be 2017 Miami. I think we'll take the win here. And maybe hopefully increase to his draft or trade stock so we get a little bit more once we go after Watson.
If that trade does occur, let's live in a fantasy world for a second. Let's say the Dolphins go out and get Deshaun Watson.
Sure.
What happens to Tua and where does he end up? And by the way, just to let people know, Pittsburgh and Baltimore are going into overtime.
Yeah. I think it's for me where I hope to go. I've always liked Tua. I mean, I've been on the show before and I haven't been shy about it, proclaiming my my like for Tua. If I had to choose for where he could go, I'd like to see him maybe in Pittsburgh. I'd like to see him maybe if Seattle moves on from Russell Wilson. I'd like to see him in Seattle. There's a few teams that I think he could probably end up on that are QB needy, who kind of I think have the potential to put a good offense around him, unlike we have here. That's where he needs to go in order to be successful. I think with a good offense around him, Tua's at minimum an above average quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, maybe we're talking Ryan Tannehill level. I think he's capable of carrying a team into the playoffs, but I don't think he's capable like the other elite quarterbacks maybe do it on his own. I mean, we've seen he's kind of struggled when he's kind of asked to carry the full burden of an offense. But like I said, I think a great destination for him would be Pittsburgh.
I said his top 2 destinations will be Pittsburgh and New Orleans. I think he ends up.
I love New Orleans too. I feel like New Orleans might be happy with what's his name?
I could see them getting
Jameis Winston.
Jameis can't. I don't know. Jameis is the guy that he wants to stick with for the future there, as far as Sean Payton's concerned.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd put all my chips in on Jameis Winston, but yeah, I would love to see Tua. I feel like he's more likely to end up in a place that's going to lose a big guy again, like a Pittsburgh, like a Seattle, who might be losing Russell Wilson.
Yep.
I mean, places I'd hate to see him go. I'd hate to see him go to the Panthers, because he's not gonna work out in those types of places where there's not.
He needs to go somewhere where there's already a good foundation in order for him to succeed. I agree with that.
Agreed.
I totally agree with that. All right, man. Hey, look, thank you for coming on to the show today.
Yep.
Did you give us your score prediction already? One more time.
Yeah, I think 2017 Miami. Tua, I think Tua's actually going to break 300 yards throwing today. I think they're going to be honest, I think they're going to try to increase his trade value. They're going to have him out there throwing the ball a lot. I think Waddle's going to be getting a lot of touches. He's going to break the record easily today. And I think he's going to break it by a lot. I think they're going to really feed him the rock. I hope they feed the rock to Gesicki a lot to increase his value in free agency. I don't think he's going to stick around. So I think there's going to be a lot of Tua throwing the ball today. I think it's going to be an impressive day for Tua. So,
hey man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on, bro. I'll see you this week.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good one. I'll see you on Victory Monday.
All right, man. I like it. Speak it into existence, Trebotron. Victory Monday. I like it. All right. Hey, we got I don't know. I guess we got about 15 more minutes left. If y'all want to come on, give us your score prediction. Tell us what you want to see today. I definitely want to hear from you. If you want to donate to the channel, helps the channel grow. The links in the description have a link to PayPal as well as Cash App if you want to donate that way, or you can use the $, which is down at the bottom of the chat. But I definitely want to hear from you. We got about 15 minutes left. The show's not over. Let's go all the way up till kickoff. That's what we do here on the Tailgreeter Pregame Show on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. All right, let me bring on our next person who is a big personality every morning, all the time on the panel. I love this man. 1, 2, 3, 4 F's. What's up, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Steven, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my man. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good. Well, I wake up because I fell asleep, and it looks like the playoffs are running through Nashville. Does Beast the Hill go to the Super Bowl? He might.
Look, I'll say.
I
know this sounds like a hate, I sound like I'm hating here. I got to give props where props are due. They did clinch the number 1 seed, but I'll be the first one to tell you I think they are the weakest number 1 seed of all time. I think they're a pretty weak number 1 seed.
I don't know. Once they get Derrick Henry back, Steven, I don't know. They could be a dark horse.
I mean, you can't say they're a dark horse in the number 1 seed, but I think they're beatable.
You can't really root against Tannehill because Tannehill didn't really do wrong by us, I don't think.
No, look, here's why I don't want to root for Tannehill, right? I don't want to root for Tannehill because of some of the people within the fan base. I know that if he goes and wins, you know what's going to happen if Tannehill wins it all.
Oh, I know what's going to happen.
If Tannehill wins it all, it's going to be a crazy offseason. It'll be a crazy year. It'll be part of the lore that is being a Dolphins fan, right? Look, we let Tannehill go. He goes somewhere else. He wins the Super Bowl. We can't, that's how that'll be.
But I think a crazy offseason's already out the window. That's already going to be a crazy offseason. So.
Oh, I 100% think that.
I think that's out the window.
Just to let people know, Baltimore and Pittsburgh are tied up 13-all with about 8 minutes left in overtime.
And the Colts lost. Unbelievable.
And the Colts lost to Jacksonville. Jacksonville played a great game today. So that'll be very interesting to see. All right, man. Let me ask you, what do you think? What Alan M says, we'll never hear the end of it if Tannehill wins it all. We will totally not hear the end of it. What do you think about today? Don't give me a score prediction just yet. What do you want to see today?
What I want to see today is I'd like to see us finish at home on a win with a winning record. And my main thing is Jalen Waddle Jalen Waddle has done so much this season. He's worked so hard. He deserves this record so much, in my opinion. And I really want to see him get that. I really, really do.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. I think he will. I think it'll be a big part of today's game plan. I think the Dolphins need to realize they need to hang their hat on everything and anything they can to put on the resume of this year, right? You have to understand this year was a letdown. It's a failure by all circumstances. But, hey, you go out, you sweep Belichick, right? First time in 20 years.
Yeah.
You have your star wide receiver from the first round, your first pick, go out and break the rookie receptions. Those are things you can say, hey, look, these are building blocks, and that's what you want to do. And I think we need to hang our hat on that.
There's a lot of other bright spots from Javon Hall and Jalen Phillips showed flashes of greatness. Javon Holland's played
great this year. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't really. There's bright spots to the season, but there's something's going to have to happen in the off season to hopefully get the fan base on the same page, because right now
I don't know if the fan base. I'll be honest with you. I was having a conversation with some of the guys from Miami Sports Music. I don't think that we'll ever have the fan base on the same page. I don't. Yeah, it'll take a Super Bowl victory for that to happen.
Well, winning will put the fan base. If you say we win get 11 wins, 12 wins, and then win a playoff game, I think then the fan base would be a little bit more inclined to be on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to say so. So here's the thing. So let's play the scenario out real quick. If the Dolphins go out and get Deshaun Watson, there's going to be a portion of the fan base who wants nothing to do with the man because of everything else off the field.
Right.
And
Yeah,
so that's going to split the fan base up down the middle, right? If you leave Tua, we already know how controversial Tua is to the fan base, right? So that alone's there. Plus you have Flores, who is, right? There's two things that will fix it. And honestly, one above all else, and that's winning it all. We can make the playoffs, but even if we make the playoffs, it'll be, well, look, it's because of the defense or whatever's like.
Yeah, I think we really need to win a playoff game. We need to win a playoff game.
Well, I said that was the goal this year. At the beginning of the year, I said,
when's the last time we won a playoff game? 20 years? It's got to be a long time.
It's been about 20 years since we've won a playoff game.
So that would really – I think if we won a playoff game, I think that the fan base would really, really feel like, man, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, because then you're there. You're only a couple games away, regardless of what happens. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I mean, look.
Winning a playoff game would be huge.
Yep. Chad Pennington, Allen says, I think was the last person who might have won a playoff game for us. Yeah. Was it that or Jay Fiedler? I thought Jay Fiedler was the last person who won a playoff game for us. Let me know in the comment box. I think it was Fiedler. Who I could be wrong. He could be wrong.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I honestly I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Because back then I had a foggy mind.
All right, real quick, man. Give me your scoring prediction for today.
I think I'm gonna have to keep it 100. I think we're gonna lose this game, Steven.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad at you for thinking.
I think we might see we're gonna see a good half from our defense like we did, and unfortunately, I believe we're going to see more of the same from Tua. We're going to see
I'm not mad at you for thinking that way. I think you're wrong, but I'm not mad at you
because you're going up against an actual team again, and I think Tua maybe throws 2 interceptions.
If he throws any more than one, it's not going to be good. I'll tell you that. If he throws any more than one,
I think he turns the ball over at least 2 to 3 times. Hopefully, he can put up 14 points on this team, get Jalen Waddle the record. But I think it'd probably be 31-14. That's what I hate to say that. I just hate to say it, but because I don't believe Brian Flores is going to kick any field goals, so I think
Lance McDonald says they're not playing their starters. That's interesting if that is the case.
I saw Mac Jones warming up.
Is Mac Jones not playing?
Well, if he's not playing, then you can just flip that 31-10 to the Dolphins.
That'll be very interesting. That'll be interesting to see what happens.
If they're not playing their starters, well, even so, I don't know. I'm really worried about it's the inability to play offense gets the defense. You see the defense; they hold up, and then eventually they just fall. And then once one bad thing happens, a second bad thing happens, they just give up. And then all of a sudden it just starts to get poured on us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what I don't want to happen.
I hear you. All right, man. I got Lakers all day in the back room. Let me let you go. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
You have a great one. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully it's Victory Monday, man.
It will be Victory Monday.
I hope
Speaking
so,
into
man.
existence.
I pray. I hope it.
All right, Epps. Love you, brother. Be good, man.
All right, Steven. Love you, brother.
All right. Hey, real quick, just to let you all know, this is if the Ravens win this game, and just so you all know, right now it's 13-13. Pittsburgh has the ball with about 5 minutes left. Pittsburgh punting the ball, it looks like. So now it's going back to Baltimore. Baltimore punts to Pittsburgh. So, all right, that'll be interesting. 13-13. Lakers all day, and we'll bring you on here in a second. Just to let you all know, if the Ravens win, the Raiders clinch, the Steelers will be eliminated, and the Colts will be alive for now. If the Steelers win, Colts eliminated, Ravens eliminated, and Steelers in as long as Sunday night football does not end in a tie. If Pittsburgh and Baltimore tie, then the Raiders clinch the playoff spot. So that'll be very interesting. All these upsets today, what could have been if we had beat the Falcons, Jaguars, and Titans. Let's go, Waddle. John Christolakis with the $10 donation. Thank you for the $10 donation, Christolakis. I appreciate it. I love you, Stephen D. Angel Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen, my brother from another mother with the sexiest beard in all the land. Angel Ortiz, love that man. Love you too, brother. All right, let me bring on my last person of the day. Lakers all day. What's up, Lakers all day?
What's up?
What's up, man? Give it to me, man. What do you think about today, man?
It's going to be, hold up. Are like the stars playing for the Packers? For the Pats or no?
I don't know. I'm hearing both. I'm hearing yes from people and no from people.
Okay, so if the starters are playing, go ahead.
I really don't. I don't know. Is my answer to that.
Okay, so if they do play, we're gonna lose, right? If they don't play, and Tua has a bad game, that's bad on Tua. It's not bad on Flores, because Flores is not the one that's gonna be playing against these, backup defensive players. You feel me?
Yeah.
And if Tua has a bad game with the backup, with the second string defensive players, then that's not good on Tua. That means that we messed up. If he don't have a good game, you feel me? You understand?
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, look, I think we're gonna win no matter what today. That's what I think is gonna happen. Real quick, man. I was gonna say real quick because we only got like 2 minutes left. Give me your score predictions and give me your prediction for Tua and Waddle.
Okay, I want Waddle to break the record. I want Tua to have a great game. If he doesn't, then it's cool. But I want Flores to stay. I want him to stay. And I don't like what these people. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a bad year this year, like 1-7. Then we went on the undefeated streak, not undefeated, but 5 games, 6 games, whatever. And then now fans want to fire him just because it's getting close to that time where we didn't make the playoffs. That's fine. We didn't make it. It's the same thing last year.
Yeah.
All we need is some good players, a quarterback. We have we have the defense, and we just need more players on offense too. I mean, Flores is fine. He's not the problem.
I mean, we'll see what happens, man. We will definitely see what happens. Just to let you know, Preston Williams, Salvan Ahmed, Darius Hodge, Vince Beagle, and Hunter Long all inactive today. I would have loved to seen Hunter Long in action. That would have been good. All right, man. Hey, so your score prediction is?
I think it's going to be probably like 30 to probably like 20.
Yeah, 30 to 20. Miami or New England?
I'm gonna say Miami. If everything goes good for us.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. All right, Lakers all day. I appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow, bro.
All right, man. Be good, man.
Be good. All right, Ennis, 10 seconds, man. Give me your score prediction real quick, Ennis. I see your post here up on Twitter that says Preston is out of here because of the inactive list today. Give me your score prediction real quick, Ennis.
21-17 Miami.
21-17 Miami. All right, man. Guys, go check out Sports Freak Podcast, right?
Yes, sir. It's on YouTube and Apple and Spotify.
Hey, man. Ennis, love you, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. I'll talk to you during the game on Twitter.
All right. Love you too, bro.
All right, man. Look, this has been the best pregame show. I've enjoyed doing this the entire year with you. The Tailgreeter pregame show. Give a big shout out to our sponsor, Tailgreeter. Make sure you go like them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go do it for me. Tag me and Miami Sports Music. We're out. My score prediction of the day, Dolphins will win 24-14. 24-14. Miami covers the points. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be good. Love you all. Peace. See y'all tomorrow. Bright and early and bushy-tailed on Clack Blockers, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show. Let's go. Peace.